So, what is the reason for not understanding God's book? So many persons try to understand the God's book, but they cannot understand the God statements fully. The reason behind is they don't know what exactly the body has. Okay, and in this video we are going to discuss mainly on these three spirits, that is the supreme, the spirit, and the living soul. Okay, if you take any person, so the person is having some body, has some visible body parts and invisible body parts, and also symbol of gods and three spirits. So visible parts are nothing but spiritually speaking, we can say five sense organs as well as doing organs like right, as well as suppose if any person not having a body during his lifetime, maybe dead in an accident, then he may not have 10 parts, then he might have only 14 parts. Okay, so he has to live some period of time as a with the 14 parts. Okay, then as a normal person, he is also having the same actions. He and hungry as well as takes water and the same desires whatever we any person having. Okay, so five knowledge powers, five gases, five internal organs, and mind, ego, will, and intellect. Okay, so these parts of the body are not visible to our eye. Okay, so these are not visible to normal eye, but we can guess using our wisdom. Okay, if you try it, otherwise it's not difficult. It's difficult. Okay. At the same time, there is a symbol, invisible symbol on the forehead of every being, that is called Brahma, Kala, Karma, Guna Chakras, or invisible. Okay, and also the Supreme, the Spirit, and the living soul. We represented these souls with three numbers 9, 6, 3. Okay, so these spirits also you can call as a males, Purusha. You can say Purusha, but here you can say male. Okay, and invisible. These are also invisible. Let us see the roles of the supreme in the body, the role of the spirit, and the role of the living soul. So, coming to the first one, the supreme, right? He is unknown to any living being. If any person says, "I have seen the supreme," that means he is stating wrong statements. The nature of the God is the supreme is unknown because he is omnipresent. He occupied every place in the universe. He is a searchable ever witness and moksha sthanam. And the first of all, I got this knowledge from the Traita Siddhanta, Bhagavad Gita, and his speeches. So you can also get more information if you are interested in this knowledge. The next one is what is the role of the soul? Okay, according to no, according to the karma, every person is having karma because of not knowing knowledge, God's knowledge. That's why he's gaining karma. The knowledge means you can say this is this knowledge. Okay. According to karma of living soul, right? And the soul do duties as giving birth to the living soul and growing the body and giving hardships and pleasures, killing and giving birth again. Okay, okay, and placing in Maya of the living soul. Okay, Maya means which is inside of the forehead place, as it presented in the symbol of God, right? There is the fourth will have Guna Chakra. So um, the size of the living soul is the sand particle, the size similar to the sand particle, and he is at Guna Chakra, the fourth wheel. Okay, okay, living the forehead's place, and okay, the generally the soul does nature's work. Okay, that is giving karma and rarely according to the plan of the supreme, born as a Bhagavan, the knowledge of the okay, okay, so uh, rarely according to the plan of the supreme, born as a Bhagavan, it tells the knowledge of the it tells knowledge of the spirit, the living soul, the supreme, with help of the supreme only. Okay, tells, okay, without karma through three yogas. Okay, to so living being having karma, right? So the living being makes without karma from of his account through three yogas. That knowledge is uh, delivered by the knowledge. That knowledge is from the Bhagavan. Okay. Yeah. Imparting the knowledge of the okay. So by having this knowledge, he can unite. He can unites into the supreme. So he finally not whenever he don't have the karma by following three yogas told by the Bhagavan, and the result would be he becomes um, he unites the supreme. That is next not having any rebirth. Okay, that knowledge is from Bhagavan. So rarely this rare means maybe not um, immediately, maybe some for thousands or lakhs of years. So there is a statement in Bhagavad Gita saying that whenever there is no knowledge on the this God's knowledge on the earth, then only he will take a birth and tells his knowledge. Okay, okay, fine. So okay, next body 24 parts. This is another statement. Okay, body 24 body has having 10 plus 10 plus 14, right? Body is 24 parts and 4 chakras, and okay, he is a one or two. He is a one or two. One or two. The body 24 parts, 4 chakra, the living soul, and okay, doer of all activities of body. He do work while you are in sleep. Also, example, breathing, digestion, extra, extra. What is the role of the living soul in the body? The living being experiences only hardships and pleasures. Only hardships and pleasures. That is you. You. Okay. So, the as per the script, as per the scripture, or also the God statements, what we understood is The role of the living soul is only experiences the hardships and pleasures, but that is cannot think and make decision on its own. Who does this work? This person, the soul. Why is doing this work for us? Because of having a karma in this birth. This is gain from previous birth. Okay, zero work from birth to death. So the role of the living soul is he cannot do work from birth to death. He cannot even one also zero. So um, the energy he is having is zero to do the work. Okay, zero energy to do work. But the role experiences this role, the living soul, right, experiences hardships and pleasures in every work being done by six. Okay, okay, good. The next statement is okay, God, the Supreme, has given the living being as independent thing. Okay, one is um, experiences the hardships and pleasures, and also one more thing given to this living soul is attention. So, what exactly this attention is? In the last chapter, before Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, there is a Sraddhatraya Bhaga Yoga. So, attention is the thing he has given additionally for the living soul, but not given in work. So, he cannot do any work as what exactly six does, right? Any work, thinking, making decisions, moving, jumping, laughing, listening, seeing, every work is done by the soul only, as per his karma. Okay, so because this keyword is very important for us. If this living soul pays attention to the spirit on this, he gets okay Bhagavan's knowledge and will be in yoga or be in yoga to clear his karma, which is while he is in his life as well as in the previous karma also, which is invisible, right? So there are okay. I'm not focusing on yogas here. Maybe in the next videos we may. The supreme, the state. Okay, what is the what is the reason to clear his karma? Whenever the karma becomes zero, then he gains the supreme state. The supreme state, right? Okay. That whenever you reach this place, there is no chance of rebirth again. No rebirth state. If you focus on the nature, if you by using this attention, if you focus, just copy the same thing here because we have attention. This person who is having attention only, right? This is the one more uh, uh, keyword given to us. If he pays attention on the nature, that is external things perceived by the body, good work, bad work, beauty, external studies, TV, programs, movies, good and bad things in any activity, okay, any activity, games, songs, whatever you get it from your perceived from by the body, okay. If you focus on those activities and internal things with the those memories and bringing again and again as a thoughts. And ego, okay, ego means not knowing about him and things. I'm the I only in this person doing all activities. So if you don't, okay, actually the role of this person is only experiences the hardships and pleasures, right? But this place may this if you don't know about all these things, it acts and finally, if you focus attention on the nature, gains the karma. That is, you are supposed to adding a credit to your existing account. uh, uh, Karma. This causing a rebirth. Okay. Okay. Then fine. What's so let's know about the nature. Nature is nothing but a Panchabhuta, sky, air, fire, water, and earth. Okay, and all articles made from these. Some are visible to our eye, some are not visible to the eye. And you can say another nature. Okay, Chara Prakriti. Okay, the bodies, right? Chara Prakriti means all living bodies of beings or beings. Okay, living body is made from five elements also. Okay. Mm, so these bodies also, as we said, some are visible, some are not visible. So for any person, lifespan is 70 years and he died in 40 years. Then rest of the 30 years he becomes as a devil with the 14 parts. Okay, these are not visible, and there are some other beings become a living with 14 parts, not via losing 14 parts. They directly take a birth from the takes a birth with 14 parts and live. Okay, after 30 years, he loses his body. This both bodies, I mean, these 14 parts also again as per his karma and rebirth takes rebirth immediately, a fraction of seconds. Okay, to other place as stated in the God's scripture. So okay, some are visible to eye, some are invisible to eye. Okay, so if you have this knowledge, somewhat at least maybe near to, and you could understand the statements of the God's book and try to understand what exactly the use of yogas. Okay, so to understand any uh, God's book, that is um, Holybook, then um, you should may have certain idea about all these things. Okay, we'll see you next in next video.